Sauce, how's the feeling, I suppose, a few days after the season's finished, mate?
Yeah, it still doesn't sit really well with the performance. We've obviously had a look at the season and reflection, and we had a good year, but we want to be great, as Pikey said in the presser after the game. So I guess our numbers sort of reflect that, and we're hoping to get better next year.
What have you learned? Is it tough to know that in a few days' time, obviously, there'll be preliminary finals going on, and you guys won't be a part of it?
Absolutely. I think individually in the past, when you lose a final, it's not until the next week's games are played that it sort of hits home that you're not playing. So it's still a bit raw, I guess, at the moment, and there's all we can do is learn from it and get better.
What have you learned from your season?
Probably just a little bit of contest stuff. I felt I had a consistent level without sort of going to another level. So I'll look to, I guess, keep growing in those areas, and and make sure I'm still getting better at my ruck work, my aerial, and also my ground stuff.
Do you look back to that ankle injury as a bit of a turning point for you?
Oh no, not really. I felt once I came back from it, I thought I rehabbed it really well. I was able to have that extra week off against Fremantle, and I felt I contributed pretty well towards the end of the year. I obviously had a couple of games not at the level I expected myself, but hopefully, look forward to next year.
So the ankle wasn't an excuse or anything in the finals games or the last few weeks?
Nah, no way, not at all. So as soon as I cross that line, I'm good to go.
So do you laugh at silly season rumours?
Yeah, there's obviously plenty of them, and obviously there's a lot more media scrutiny these days, and there's a lot more rumours getting around. So it's all part of the business, and
In seriousness, you look at the way you guys disappointingly finished the season. There's obviously a few gaps to be filled. Where do you see the need?
I'll leave that up to list management. I've got great belief in the list we've got, and we've shown this year that we've been able to compete with the really good teams in the league. And our SANFL's had a really strong year, and we've got a lot of guys pressing for claims. So that we'll get a lot of growth from within as well.
Do you expect sort of first bounce next year when you direct your ruck tap down that Tomo could be on the end of it?
I don't know, mate. I'm sure that'll sort itself out in time. But one thing I do know that he's obviously playing great form. He's had great form this year still, and so hopefully he is.
Would you encourage the club to bring in another ruckman to help you out?
Nah, it's not my role at the club.
If Rockcliffe was to come to the Crows, what would he add to the side?
I think they're all hypotheticals at this time of the year. We obviously know he's one that's been thrown around, and I'm sure he won't be the last one either. Every club's got him at the moment. We'll see what happens with list management.
Have you been encouraged to watch the finals? What do you do from here on?
I guess that's an individual thing. I'm obviously a footy head, which I've said in the past, and I reckon it's good to look back and I guess dissect what happened, because that's the way you can get better. Is trying to understand what didn't go to plan that night. So but on the flip side of that, there's obviously been a lot of positives this year. We improved our winning record this year. We improved our offence and also restricted our defence. So there's definitely a lot of positives out of the year.
Has Pikey pinpointed how to be good to be great, or is it just a couple of games that really turned the season in the wrong direction?
No, obviously bad performance is going to happen, but it's about overall getting better, and we're under no illusions. Probably the areas where we feel we can get better. I guess the ladder is probably a good reflection of where we were. We're obviously a good side, and we're able to compete with the good teams, but to get where we want to go, we need to get better in a few areas.
Can you still be a premiership contender in 2017?
Oh, absolutely. That's why we're here. We're here to win finals and play in the last day to give ourselves the best chance to do that. So as a playing group, we're really driven. We played a lot of footy together, and this year's an opportunity that we'll look back and hopefully we can go better next year.
Obviously, you've had your exit meetings in the last couple of days. What was, without if you go into too much detail, what was sort of said between yourself and Pikey during yours?
No, I won't sort of go into detail, but there's obviously a few areas I can improve on.
Okay.
Wacky Wednesday, what does it consist of for you today?
I think the best thing about it is just get together as a football department. The coaches, the staff, and all that. We're all going to get together and have a few drinks and I guess celebrate the year we had. It's obviously been challenging at times, and one thing we always did, we stick together. So it's nice to have a few, relaxing drinks together.
How important is that for club morale and for culture, and that just for young guys and everyone that may not be in the best 22 to get around the guys that had a crack and nearly got there?
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, their SANFL obviously didn't go to plan on the weekend either. So it's nice that we're able to, I guess, spend a bit more time with them as well. And like you said, just keep building the growth within each other. And and keep building relationships and spending time's obviously a big part of that. And make sure we, even in the off season, we're a pretty close playing group. Guys will be spending a lot of time together, which will only help us going forward when we come back.
As good a day as having a few cans is, well, do you reckon they'll get to the point during the day where you go, there's a bit of a sad feeling to it given the way the season ended?
I think, yeah, naturally, I think definitely you do. Probably not today exactly, but just over this period of time. As we touched on before, the big games are still being played now, and we all want to be a part of that, and that's what we play footy for.
A few commentators have said that you've been slowing down a bit. Do you use that as motivation during the off-season?
I don't buy into what people say. That the things that matter to me is what's said in these four walls. And as I said earlier, there's obviously a lot of media around, especially this time of the year with there's a lot less games played. So a lot of people are going to have their opinions, but what matters to me is what my teammates and my coaches think.
All good, guys. What's the plans for you? Time away?
Pretty quiet. I'm getting married New Year, so it'll be pretty quiet off season, just trying to get things ready for that. And got a few other weddings for the boys, so I'll probably spend a lot of time with the boys still, even though the season's done.
So you'll have Pikey to answer to, and then another boss to answer to as well.
I think that's the way it works. So
Thanks, guys. Who wins the grand final?
I don't know. I like Geelong, but also like GWS. So we'll see what happens, mate. We didn't win it, so it doesn't really matter.